Oh, I'm still being battered by this cough. It was good at Lidl, but yeah, this is what I got. Some sesame seeds, some salmon, sushi rice, and nori sheets. These were 89p for 5, which is an absolute steal. So stock up a little and try some different things. I've already told John I'm going to try some, because I've got some Cornish cruncher cheddar and pork and apple sausages that I'm going to try. Apple sausage and cheese sushi, because why wouldn't you? You know, try all the different things. But for now, I think the next lot of sushi I'm going to make the same as I did last time, with the teriyaki chicken, or hoisin chicken and cucumber, and the crab sticks and cream cheese. I'm just going to make some I've forgotten which one they're called, where you just get like the little lump of rice with the fish over the top. So I'm going to do that, but with smoked salmon instead of sashimi salmon, because I like smoked salmon. So I'm going to do that way instead. I've got a big jar. Is it in here? Let's say big jar of ginger. So I've got loads to go at. I could have bought loads of stuff at Lidl, to be honest with you. They had all different kinds of sauces, different kinds of ginger. They had soba noodles. They had all sorts of things. If you're really into your sushi or your Japanese food, just go to Lidl. Might stop by the time this video comes out, but who knows. I got a bit carried away with the sushi things, so I've got a big thing with sushi rice. I've got some sesame seeds, some more rice wine vinegar, loads of the nori sheets, all of the things. So my van is an absolute tip, because I've decided, because I've had a bit of family news, so I'm stressing to try and deal with it. So I'm emptying everything and sorting all my cupboards out. And I bought all the sushi stuff and then had nowhere to put it. So it's now got its own dedicated box. So that's how much I love sushi right now. It has its own box and I can keep adding things to it and not worry about it. Don't ask me where I'm going to put the box. That's a problem for another time. But yeah, so everything is out, but it is food time. So I'm just going to make some hoisin chicken again with some cucumber and some fish sticks and cream cheese. I've got my wakame salad, and then I still haven't figured out the name of the thing where you just do the rice with the salmon, and I've got smoked salmon slices to go on top. I know smoked salmon is not quite sashimi, but I'm going with it anyway. And I've got my pickled ginger and some nice different kinds of soy sauce to go with. So John's got his mac and cheese on the go over there, and I'm just going to build myself some tea. I put a whole cup full of sushi rice on before to cook, so it's had a chance to cool down and do its thing. It don't know, stick to your fingers. So I know you see all the people doing it and they're just pressing it down with the fingers and they've got gloves on, so maybe I just need some food gloves or something, I don't know. But yeah, and I'll give this another crack and see if this is any better this time. Well, that's a plate of sushi, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to eat it all. I'm going to give it a good try. Keep remembering that sushi's on sale in the shops for and it's got a 2 or 3 days date on it, so hopefully that will do the trick for me too. Right, gonna go stink John's van out with some fish. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered. So it may not look like it, but let's get some light on. In here, I have tidied. So I only used to have this box, so now I have 2 boxes with things in, and then things stuck out of the way. I've got my olive oil and things. There always used to be something here that would knock when I was driving. So that's much better. This cupboard is much better, even though you really wouldn't think it, but there's far less stuff over there. I found my journals that I started during lockdown, didn't get very far, so I've kind of refreshed the books, because it's one of those ones with the elastics in that you can put different books in, so I've put some new things in there. One of the things out, I've got myself a new fruit bowl from one of the things I took out of the cupboard. I do not need 6 different types of water bottles. 6. So I've got to have a sort of that. And then in here, behind my little speaker there, was just a pair of Crocs and a pair of slippers. So slippers are up there, Crocs are in the door, and in there, now I can just go, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to brush my teeth. So instead of having to root around and try and find everything in a cupboard. So little things I'm doing with to help. I've got some stuff to go into storage and a box there that I've got for the boot, and I'm going to have a sort out in there. One thing I realised on this trip was I carry so much stuff and I can't even remember when I've had it out of the boxes or anything like that. It's like in there, there's a thing of blue roll that's all squished, but it's just in a box taking up space. I can put it under my sink and then it's there and I can actually use it because it's just there, and I'm not going to go digging for it. Managed to get lots more of my food fitting in here. So definitely better use of the cupboard. And tomorrow I'm digging out the latch, even though I've moved the eggs now live in there. I'm still going to put the other latch on just to be on the safe side while we're here and not particularly doing anything. I might have to leave John for some family stuff. I might need to leave him on Saturday. It looks like that's going to be the case, so I'll leave and go down to Tewkesbury on Saturday, and I don't know how long I'm going to have to stay there, so we'll just have to play that and see how that goes on. But it is what it is, and we do what we do for your family, don't you? So I have been not rage cleaning because I'm not angry, but you know what it's like, you know. So yeah, so that's been the thing for today. So I'll get the boot sorted tomorrow, sort out a few more things, maybe have a little bit of a look up there and see what's up there, but I think I've done that recently anyway. But just maybe now, while I'm in a funk of realising after a 3-month trip what I actually don't need to travel with, I got rid of, I was like trying to make bread, and as I was trying to make little thingies of bread, they weren't rising, it wasn't thingy. The blooming baking powder was out of date in 2022. So that's on my shopping list to get some more corn flour, some more baking powder, some more bicarb, to refresh my stock, and then I've got the ability to make more bits of bread and things. So yeah, I'm knackered now. It is 5:54. Thankfully no work for me this evening, so I have got some of these lovely cheese things from Spain where you get all sorts of different things in, and some milk chocolate raisins, and I'm going to go and sit and stuff my face in John's van while we watch a film. Good morning. So every couple of months I clean out my water container. I hadn't left it. I just assumed because it's in a cupboard, there's no light getting to it or anything like that, that it would be okay. And then when I looked at it, there were bits floating in the bottom. This is a while ago. And the pipe that goes in there for the pump and the power to it was covered in slime. So since then, I have regularly, I'd say every couple of months, 3 months at the tops, I use all the water in the thing, and then I give it a good swirl out, and then I get my hand in with a piece of kitchen towel or whatever and just clean out any sediment that's in the bottom, give it a good old rinse, and then fill it back up again, and obviously clean the pipes and things. So I've just done it now, and when I pulled the water container out, I'm like, that smells really fragrant. There's a smell to it that there shouldn't be, of course, because it is just plain water, and then there was some sticky stuff on the bottom. So under that bit there is where I keep all my cleaning products. I have a spray bottle that's just got washing up liquid vinegar and water in it for wiping dishes down or cleaning windows or anything like that. And I was wondering where it came from. So I've checked everything, lids are screwed on, what have you. And then I've had all my bottles on the side as I was checking them all out, and I've just noticed this. I think I may have figured it out. So this little bugger is dripping. So I think that might be, because I'm sure that there was more in there. That is Sol Bio and water, and I use it as a flush for my loo. So I just give it a good old squirt around with that. I actually need some more Sol Bio, but I think I'm not going to top that up. I think I'm going to buy myself a new spray bottle. Maybe one with an X on the top, because this one, let me just show you. This one here has the ability to turn it off on the top, and that works because this was dripping at one point. And when it's on like that, it literally doesn't do anything. So yeah, I think I might be upgrading that bottle for another one so it's not so sticky. So I'm just in the process of filling it back up again. Another bag in there, and that'll do for my escapades of the coming weekend. I am having a bad time. I know a lot of you have to watch the John and Mandy thing. It'll be a few weeks ago because I'm currently catching up on my trip, which I was going to ditch the footage and not finish the trip properly because I'm so far behind. But as it turns out, I'm glad I didn't, because it's giving me something to kind of catch. They're all done, and it gives me a little bit of breathing space. I lost my stepmom a week ago, and it was unexpected. We knew she was poorly, but we didn't quite figure out that it was going to happen so quickly. And my dad's got Alzheimer's, and we knew that it was progressing as Alzheimer's does, but I don't think we kind of realised how bad it is. And obviously all the details, not my business to tell. But I completely underestimated what it's like to do this full time, even though I've had help, you know. It's not just me doing it. I've got my sister, my stepsister, her daughter. We've all been down because he can't be left on his own. So we've been trying to deal with losing Christine, organising all the things that need organising with that, trying to find the paperwork that we need, because paperwork is important, and it's not all been straightforward at all. And add into this someone who can't quite understand what's going on, who's also knows that he's very upset but keeps forgetting why. It's fucking awful. It is ridiculous, and it's cruel, and it is ridiculous and it is cruel. So yeah, and I am so angry at everybody and everything, even though I know, apart from my dad, I think most people I've dealt with have kind of got a different version of me, because it's so unfair. It's so unfair. And then you get minutes when he's back. You know, my cheeky dad. And he comes back, and we're having a laugh. And it's lovely. And it's just like, you know what? Maybe this isn't as bad. Maybe he's had a bad few days. Maybe. And then something happens, and it's clear that's not the case. So yeah. I've been working as well as doing what I can. All I can say is thank goodness for living in a camper van, because it's given an extra set of accommodation, because there's not enough room in the house for us all. So it's helping with that, and that I can work remotely, so I can be here, you know. It's awful. So yeah, so we've got a lot to do and not a lot to record, obviously. And I know it shouldn't be something that's even on my mind. But I talk to you guys when things get bad, you know. It's become a little bit of a habit to be able to just switch on and say what's going on with me, even though I can't really say that much. I've got to stop feeling so angry with everything that people are saying. And I don't know why. I think I'm just angry at the situation. And, you know, and Christine's not here, so that's absolutely shit as well. I miss John, because his van's broke down, so he's up north and I'm down south, and I miss him. And he keeps offering to come down, because he's got a little car and that, and he keeps offering to come down, but then I'm in the house all day with my dad. You know, it's there's an awful lot to do, and I don't know, it would drive all the way down here for a cuddle and then go back again. And of course, I can't stay in my van because it's not big enough. So yeah, so that's a little life update from me. And I don't know, I will be back, of course, but I don't know when. And I know my comments will be full of wonderful, heartfelt things saying not to worry about YouTube and not to worry about anything like this. Just focus on everything over there. And I know I don't have to worry. I know I've got a lovely, lovely bunch of followers and subscribers who will wait for me, you know. But this is also the whole point of this account, was to be something that I could talk to and share things. And the comments I've had so far about everything, about menopause and cancer and relationship issues and all of the different things that have cropped up in my life since I started it, they've all been ridiculously helpful, and are much appreciated. So here I am again. At some point, I'd really like to not have to discuss awful things that keep popping up. But such is life as you get older, eh? Right. Well, it is 10:30, and I've got some forms to fill in, and things to update, and a list to go through, ready for it all starting all over again in the morning. So I'll go do that. So yeah, take care, guys. I'll catch you soon. Okay, I love you. Okay.